most funny. I'm thinking that you chose the best thing if you like them good shows and all of these movies. What up, Chippa Chap? This is Chippa Chap Chat. What up, Chippa Chap? This is Chippa Chap Chat. What up, Chippa Chap? This is Chippa Chap Chat. What up, Chippa Chap? This is Chippa Chap Chat. What up, Chippa Chaps? This is Chippa Chap Chat, episode 50. Should I close the window before we do this so people aren't listening to this podcast outside of
It's not like they care. You want me to close it?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, who cares?
So anyway,
it's been
a few weeks
like
since
3?
we've done
maybe
this.
4.
Has it been a month?
It's been about a month because the last one was before I flew.
Right, which was the majority of the reason why we hadn't recorded.
Right,
Because
right.
it's Comic-Con season, everyone.
It is. All the cons.
I think we addressed that there was going to be a break.
We did. We notified folks. So that was, we're not just like, hey,
We didn't just vanish.
we'll see you next week, guys, and
Right.
then never show up again.
So, because it's Comic-Con week, San Diego Comic-Con came and went, and we didn't listen to our predictions to find out if we were fucking wrong or not.
Should we have?
I feel like we should have.
Why? To see which one's wrong or right?
To see if we got any of them.
Well, technically, we could pull it up because... Oh, wait, no, fuck it.
No, because we'd have to be able to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll do that as an extra segment.
Maybe.
In between or something.
Yeah, something. Just to even, like, play back what we had and then go, wow, we're dumb.
We'll intersplice how wrong
We'll do a commentary.
So yeah, we got a whole slew of crap to talk about because every time there's a Comic-Con, see, this is my word.
Yeah, okay. I'll close it. Continue.
We have a whole slew of stuff to talk about because Comic-Con season is that season where every little bit of news about something nerdy comes out all at once. So, let's get right in. It seems like we separated these by TV and movie things.
Yes.
Do you have any specifically actually comic book related news? Were there any
Honestly,
comic book news things?
That's the problem with Comic-Con. It's called Comic-Con,
Right.
yet everything is...
Other media.
It's related to comics,
Right.
but it's not of comics.
Right.
Is that weird?
I don't know. Maybe they should just call it Remember Comics Con?
Like, were you the one that posted that image? You were.
Yeah, but I got that from Chris McQuinlan.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that image.
ActorCon.
ActorCon. Comics.
And more comics.
More comics.
So yeah, there's lots here, but it looks like we got TV first and then movie. So let's jump right in. Are we going to be supplying pictures? Because I feel like they're going to need visual
I'll have
aids
links.
Of this
I think
fucking TikTok.
I'll probably include links to, because like we obviously get everything from the internet as well. Like there's access to all these things that we'll talk about found online. So when we put up the MP3, we'll have the links there. And obviously in the YouTube version, the links will probably be provided as well.
So the first thing on the list here, we've got the a while back there was an Amazon series of the Tick announced.
Yes,
like a reboot of
the Tick.
Live action. The Patrick Warburton Tick is still pretty funny. I think it gets funnier.
I think it does.
To some degree.
It does because there's humor in it. Where obviously when I was younger, it never really clicked with me.
I think when I first saw the Tick happen, the Warburton version, I was still relatively young, and I thought it was strange that they had made a cartoon of the Tick into live action. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was...
To me, I was like, why would they do this?
Yeah, and then watching it, I was like, man, this feels very different than the cartoon. The Tick.
Incredibly
he just
different.
Spoon and jumps around.
Right. He was very two-dimensional in the cartoon, whereas here, he was actually a character.
Yeah.
But... looking back at it now, I love that series.
I'm curious how they'll handle bits of action in this new Tick show.
Because I know they avoided a lot of the action by having it off screen in the original, which to me added to the humor.
It is pretty funny, but that's obviously a budget constraint.
Right, absolutely. Could you imagine if they had done that with a budget?
Well, maybe we'll find out. So anyway, what's the name of the the actor?
Peter Serafinowicz.
Okay, some of you might know him from Guardians. He was the angry Nova Corps guy.
He was roommate in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, he was the one that gets killed in the shower.
Also, the voice of Darth Maul.
Right.
So that's
Does he do it in the show too, or just in the?
No, in the show it's done by that guy who was the
Does
Star
Ray
Killer.
Park just sound
he
much
was
like a sissy?
He was Star Killer.
Right, that dude. What's
Yeah.
that dude's name?
I don't know.
Sam Withers or something?
Sam Witwer?
Whitwer. That's the one.
He does Darth Maul. Yeah, I think
Was
so.
Ray Park just
Because he sounds like he's got like a...
Hey, guys! That's how
he's essentially like... think like David Beckham, where it's an annoying high... Yeah, it's not good.
Right.
He's not a good speaker.
Okay.
That's why, as Snake Eyes, he never spoke.
Well, also, didn't Snake Eyes not talk?
That's why it was perfect.
Okay, well, there you go. So anyway, this tick photo is released of... what's his name again?
Peter Serafinowicz.
That guy in the suit, and the new reboot suit of the tick is disturbing to look at.
It's complete garbage.
There's one like promo shot of him from behind, and if you just see that, then you're like, maybe it's okay.
Maybe.
But even then, there's just a lot.
There's
of
a lot of unnecessary detail. Like from the back though, you can't see how awful the face looks.
And this, with all that unnecessary detail, the suit itself is kind of formless. It looks like it looks like it's very thin and it hugs his body, but then they added like the outlines of a bunch of weird insectoid things.
You see the spine.
Right.
He's got like the shoulder and
a bunch of little sections.
it's
of,
bizarre.
Like,
I would have preferred if they just gave him the fake muscle.
Yeah, it just doesn't look at all like you would imagine the tick. Plus, he's got this like domino mask thing over his
and it looks
face.
awful. That's what I was like, because the original tick, he's got like invincible-ish goggles where it's big bulbous round eyes.
Yeah, big round eyes.
And in the live-action version, you
just
saw his
cut the
whole face.
out,
But that was perfect
because Warburton's face is
exactly.
So great,
he's so animated in that, and like he's green and whatnot.
And
but
they wanted to be able to do like what Deadpool does, but they couldn't at that point.
So
they're just like cut the whole face.
Cut the whole face off, and it worked perfectly.
Right.
It worked perfectly because he's got that. He's a character himself.
So in a way, the domino thing is closer to the design of the tick because his face is covered there, but it just doesn't look very good.
The cut around his jawline,
right?
It doesn't work well. You have to have gone above the jaw.
Right, to actually form a jaw. Dude doesn't have a very strong jaw.
He doesn't, that's the thing. Like, Warburton's jaw is pretty strong as well, but the suit made it bigger.
Not a fan.
No.
And they said it's a darker take on
which automatically makes me feel no.
Yeah, which I'm like, why? It's the fucking tick.
It's the tick. Also, saying that it's a darker tone, what about the other characters? Oh, and knowing what he looks like.
I'm so terrified to see the other characters.
Knowing what he looks like. How are the others going to look?
Please let us know in the comments what you think about this tick outfit, because everybody's talking shit about Superman, and I feel like the tick is the way worse.
Tick is probably one of the most awful live-action suits.
Right, it's pretty terrible. But speaking of Superman, next up we got our first look at CW Superman for the Supergirl series. He's supposed to be in... Well, the only thing that's confirmed is he's in the first 2 episodes of her show.
Right.
But most likely, if they're going to make him a suit and all that shit, he'll be appearing.
Yeah, he's got to.
Especially when they do that big 4 crossover thing. He's got to show up for that.
That would be like, he would dominate.
Well, maybe that's...
Unless he's depowered.
Right, or, you know...
But yeah, like the first promo image came out and people were criticizing the shit out of it.
Yeah, people were hating it. And, you know, it doesn't look very good.
No. The promo image.
The suit itself doesn't really bother me, except for it looks like he's got some sort of padding on his rib cage, which I'm not sure.
You also notice padding on his shoulders.
On his shoulders,
yeah, there's shoulders and ribs, which is unnecessary.
Which I don't know what that's for. He seems like a pretty built dude already.
But like, I mean, all right, the promo image doesn't do him justice.
It really doesn't. But
then you see set photos, and they look
good,
much better.
I think
much better.
He looks like New 52 Superman.
He does.
Basically.
He look like a younger.
Yeah.
Superman. But like that's why when everyone was criticizing the promo image, I'm like, that is probably the worst kind of promo image you can have,
right?
Because
it doesn't
very
sell it. Photoshopped, and his pose in it is very weak.
Awkward.
It just looks like a default pose for an action figure. Like he's just standing there,
and it felt more like a Superboy than a Superman.
They just made him look very frail for some reason.
Everyone's like, "Oh, he's he's cocaine. He's cocaine Superman."
Superman after he got hit with the nuke.
That's not cool.
So,
but yeah, the set photos look much better. Like, we'll have some of those hopefully.
Definitely look at those. Let us know what you guys think, because there's a lot of people talking crap about it. Lots of memes already.
It's like,
I feel bad for the dude.
I do. But hopefully,
which we talked about in a prior episode, that it's Tyler Hoechlin is playing him. I don't think we mentioned that. But let's jump to the next thing because we got a big ass list.
It's going to be a longish episode.
Arrow season 5 trailer. Oh no, Flash season 3 trailer first is what we got.
Shit's changed.
It's the Flashpoint storyline.
But didn't they say the Flashpoint is only like the first?
They haven't said anything that I know of other than it won't last as long as people are.
Yeah.
assuming
It's the whole season is not Flashpoint.
Right. He's got to get to some new status quo.
Right.
But when he goes back, things are obviously different. There's a Kid Flash. The Wally West character is now Kid Flash in this world. There's also another Flash that they haven't revealed
the black one,
the name of, that's all black with like orange and yellow kind of shit going through him. I don't know who that is. There's been speculation that it's a couple
new
different
villain
characters
as well.
Yeah. I mean, that could also be a villain. Maybe that's the reverse Flash of that world. We don't know.
Maybe.
But also, if Wally is called Kid Flash, maybe there is another Flash that's a different person.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
It looks good though. I mean, I like Flash. I like the previous 2 seasons, so I'm actually looking forward to this.
Got the Malfoy from Harry Potter in it.
He's obviously going to be.
I feel like he's got to be one of the.
Although
villains.
to be honest, if he's in the show and they don't have him as a villain, I'd be like, oh, good job. You actually did something that's not really as expected.
We'll see.
We'll see. But he's going to be the villain.
Arrow season 5 trailer. That show has definitely had some ups and downs. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't like
of downs
on the season. Well, last season wasn't so bad, but the season before that was terrible. And there was a lot of things even in this last one that seemed very weird to me. I feel like they've gotten better at Oliver's character, and everyone else is kind of suffering. But this new trailer looks like they're kind of getting back to basics. He's creating a new Team Arrow, which I guess is fine. I don't know what that means for the old Team Arrow, but I've also heard though that the Flashpoint thing that's going on in Flash is supposed to directly affect Arrow.
So is this? All right. Here's my thing.
It's got to.
Here's my thing. Is this Arrow world still based on the old Flash timeline? Or is Flash currently living in an alternate world?
I don't know until we see it. But they said that the Flashpoint thing will affect the Arrow show, and it will affect Diggle, apparently.
Unless the 4-episode crossover is what kind of corrects Flash back into his original world.
It could. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever get back to exactly what the world was.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll watch it.
But I'm very curious. Like, Cisco is now like a dude.
Super rich dude. He's a Tony Stark.
Right. Which is very bizarre and funny. I wonder what they're going to do with Wells this season. Because he's like a different character every season.
That's pretty cool, though. I'm glad he's in there still.
I feel like they've got to give us Earth 1 Wells.
The real one.
Yeah, because that's the only one we
haven't gotten yet. Right. We've got alternate world Wells. Right. We've got fake Wells.
We got fake Wells. We got Earth 2 Wells.
And now we kind of need the real one. And then what if he's completely different? Of course he's going to be completely different.
But good for Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, man.
To try a lot of things.
He's one of the best guys there, so...
Wonder what this one's relationship with Cisco will be.
Right.
Do you think they'll ever get back to Jesse Quick or anything like that? Because she only existed on
Right, exactly. And who knows, maybe, if they wanted to. I mean, at this point, they could. They could do a lot of things. I mentioned the one thing I'm super excited about for Arrow this coming season is Stardust is supposed to be in it. Right.
They haven't said who he's playing.
How about if he's the other Flash?
It would be random because that's.
Arrow. Is it Arrow?
Arrow,
oh yeah, my bad.
Because he's got a thing with the Mel.
Who's he gonna be in Arrow?
They haven't said. They just said he's gonna be a character. Most likely, it's gonna be a villain. Of course. Most likely. But because they have to have a reason for him and Oliver to fight. But I don't know who he's going to be.
That is so random.
It's because of all the...
I know, but it's amazing and random.
But the rumor is right now that he could be a sportsmaster, which is interesting and kind of funny because
That's such a dumb name.
It is, and he's like bad guy Casey Jones.
I get it. Which is funny because Stephen Amell played Casey Jones.
Right. Yeah, it's real
a garbage
silly
one.
and kind of funny.
He played a garbage one.
His Casey was not very.
His wasn't Casey.
That's a whole nother fucking podcast. Did we ever talk about that? We must have.
We reviewed. I'm pretty sure
we had to.
We have. How could we have not?
Well, next up, Gotham Season 3 trailer. We did watch this.
We did watch it. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't care.
Right. It was. It's got Mr. Freeze and a bunch of.
And it showed Bruce training or some shit,
yeah,
right?
And then some weird version of him with long hair at the end.
Yeah. Wait, I think he went off and he's back and he's like, he's still a kid. But he's still a kid.
But it was like creepy.
He was.
He does look a lot bigger. He's definitely gotten taller.
He's getting older. That's the thing, you know. He's doing the Kyle version of Walking Dead, where it's like 1 year he's a
like,
little
oh
kid.
Shit, puberty.
He gets back, he's like but 6.
Maybe that's their way of doing a time jump.
I guess. I know they recast Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
which was a bit strange.
But they never called the other girl Poison Ivy.
Right.
So I'm wondering if they'll have a character that calls herself Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I just think it's weird how, hey man, before you're Batman, all your villains are here. It's an alternate storytelling of Batman, but it's an alternate. I don't care.
What if he's gonna be like the boy version of Batman?
Batboy.
Yeah. Like, what if he's gonna be like a little kid Batman for a while?
That's dumb.
Or
but whatever.
Or the version, you remember in Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, they show like his origin of being Batman. He's got like a ski mask on.
Okay.
Right. What if they do like so? He just wears black and beats the shit out of people at nighttime. He doesn't call himself Batman, but he's working.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't.
They're bringing Fish Mooney back from
which makes me care less.
Pinkett fans, right? She's one of the worst.
Jada Pinkett fans. I love that.
Some people,
because that sounds funny.
I've heard some people say that she was one of the best parts because she embraced the
camp
weirdness. Yeah, like she's doing like an Eartha Kitt thing.
Yeah.
For me, that didn't work, but some people seem to like it, so maybe it's good news for those people. I'm sure she's like, hey, we're all DC family now. Like, when do we get Jaden Robin?
Oh, no.
Watch that be the reveal.
I know.
Jaden Smith is Robin.
Fuck
they
you
haven't said
all.
it. They haven't said it. Hey, but if he is Robin, we get to see him get the shit beat out of him by Jared Leto.
All right, I'm good with that. If it's that Robin,
right, he gets to be that.
He's Jason. Oh, but that means he's eventually gonna come back as a Hajj.
They don't have to. Yeah, I'm fine without doing that one.
Yeah, they just kill him.
Sherlock season 4 trailer. That looks super
cool.
Bizarre. I love that show.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what the hell was happening. In
no
that
idea what's going on in that movie. Series of
those
shorts.
3 movies.
Yes, 3 movies.
We got the Legion trailer,
which I am more interested in than I am in the X-Men franchise films.
Right. I don't know how to feel about this. Right now, I kind of don't care.
I will watch you. You're going to watch the first episode, I know.
Right. I will check out the tone of it easily.
I like the guy. The guy's good.
I like the guy, but I don't like Aubrey Plaza.
I don't.
I don't know how big of a part she's going to have.
Hopefully minimal.
Her face just makes me physically angry.
Oh, wow.
I really don't like her at all. Except for in Scott Pilgrim.
But she
was perfect for that.
She is that character.
Or if they did like a live action Daria and she played
if she's not Daria, yeah. I'd watch the shit
But
out of
other
that.
than that, I don't need to see her in anything. But especially now when they're doing this like, oh, look, Aubrey Plaza is sexy.
Yeah, when did that happen? When did that happen?
Nope, not to me, sir.
When did that happen?
I don't fucking know, but I don't agree with
that trailer looks cool.
It looks interesting. There's a random like Bollywood section.
There is, but that's...
And if they don't mention Professor X in it, then I automatically don't like the show.
What's the point?
You can't do Son of Professor X, the show,
without Xavier.
And then not mention Xavier. The fucking X-Men.
The fucking logo has an X in the O.
Does. And they call him a mutant, so it's in the world.
But the thing that I'm liking about the trailer, based on the trailer solely, is how it looks... How it looks visually. It doesn't look like a regular television show.
It looks like a Netflix show.
Right. It looks like a budget.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's right now, that's what's kind of pulling me into it.
Right. So, speaking of Netflix shows, kind of, and Marvel in that same vein, Ghost writer Robbie Reyes is joining the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast of characters this coming season, and the show is being moved into 10 o'clock prime time. So they're supposed to.
What?
They said that the tone will now be shifted to be a little bit more close to what the Netflix series is like.
Okay. And is this why they brought? Is this why?
Maybe
Ghost Rider's in it.
Maybe this is why they're.
Is the focus gonna be Ghost Rider? Because they're fucking promoting the shit out of him.
I think that he will be. You know, how, like Punisher was kind of a through line.
Right. Okay. Yep. He's gonna be the arc. Like he's the one of the primary arcs of the series.
Exactly.
I'm good with that.
Right. I'm fine with that.
And remember how we were talking before? How I was like, just fucking bring Robbie Reyes in television if you're gonna do a live action movie.
Right. When we talked about Ghost Rider a long time ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was definitely the case. And it sounds like that's what
I'm glad.
They even cast him, but I don't remember who that.
Oh, they've cast him already?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they cast him.
They cast the actual guy playing him, but I can't remember his name now.
Cool. Is he? He's got to be like Mexican.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Okay, but they had his car at San Diego.
I didn't get to see it though. I saw it under the sheet.
Oh no, there's photos of the car.
To see it outside.
The car looks like the car. It looks exactly like the comic.
Nice.
So if they got that looking like that, I'm curious what he's gonna look like.
Concept art thing,
right? And it looked
like him.
It was him. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping they do a good job.
Very curious about the 10 o'clock prime time.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that
shift. I'm really curious what that means for it. Also, man, I'm really salty about this CW deal with Netflix because I watch all those fucking shows on Hulu. And they've ruined it for me.
Unless, of course, it does go to. Oh wait, because you said CW is getting their own online thing, right? Their own app.
Yeah, they already have that, but it's supposed to be on. They have some deal with Netflix where I guess after the season break, it'll all upload onto Netflix or something.
In Netflix Australia, I think it happens here as well. There's certain shows that we get that they update weekly.
Right, they already made a statement that that's how it's going to happen.
It's going to be
after the season is over. It'll pop up.
I guess we're going to have to get it in some other means.
Make titties. What else we got? Luke Cage trailer.
Yes.
It looks great. I don't really have very much to say about it. It just looks great.
He looks like Luke Cage. He's using doors to break down doors, to break through doors.
Right, and then burrito dudes inside of him.
It's just a series of door breaking and him getting shot.
Which is fine.
So he's
I think at the panel, the showrunner said I think the world is ready for a bulletproof black man as a superhero.
That's fine.
And I think that in America is a very poignant.
It's timely
right now, especially now. It's
so timely.
Could you have a better character come out?
No, right now. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I'm very curious how that show is going to be received.
It's almost like this is making me happy.
Right. I like that the tone of it is very hip hop centric. Yes. It feels very different than Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
But it still feels like it fits in that world,
right? And I'm very curious how they're going to build out Harlem and the villains. If Luke Cage is the main dude and you can't even hurt that guy, how does it work with the villain?
It seems the only thing that will get him is emotional pain.
The villain is Copperhead is one of them.
I don't know who that is.
Which I don't know either. I think he plays like a mob boss in it. And then there's some other dude that I saw in a weird suit in a set photo, and I was like, I don't know who that is, but he looks odd. It's not written here, but there's also an Iron Fist.
The Iron Fist trailer.
Trailer.
Which doesn't show a lot.
It doesn't, but it was enough to make me go, fuck, that needs to come out soon.
Yeah,
I want to see what this is.
That's early next year.
Yeah,
that's the first
early
one.
Next year, and then Defenders late in the year. It's finally
How are we getting all of this?
I don't know, man.
We are so spoiled. It's awesome.
It really is fucking
It is so awesome.
It really is. And it's really rejuvenated my love of the comics, too. I've started going back to the comic shop and picking up stuff. It's been cool to have all this stuff going. I hope it's having the same effect on people in general.
Right.
Start to go out and buy comics again.
Hopefully all these shows and movies are making people pick up trades and floppies.
Definitely. But that trailer looks cool. You get to see him punch down a wall.
Yeah.
He's still rocking the beard and fro.
Yes.
So I don't know what his suit's gonna look like.
I want to see what once he's got the fucking Iron Fist jumpsuit.
Please don't be shitty.
Because I mean, they show those in the trailer. They show him and his mom on the plane.
Right. How would you feel if the suit looks more like a like a wushu like Tibetan monk outfit, but it's green with a gold under thing, and he just has the mask.
Fuck yes.
I'd be fine with that.
That's even more legit than the comic versions.
Right, which are doing like the Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Like that's cool too.
Right.
Because he's supposed to be the street.
Yeah,
right. But the fact that he's got something to reflect where he learned this shit from,
and it would instantly differentiate him at least even at the silhouette level from the other members of the Defenders.
He would look so good. That's fucking legit.
I kind of want to draw that.
I think you need to draw. I think you need to draw that. But even the actual the mask that could.
I'm very.
That could be like a
main thing. I'm like, what is that gonna look like?
No. Is it like a scarf or something? Like a scarf from the Tibetan thing, like one of the belts that they would use
around?
Eyes
are so specific on Iron Fist.
Does he cover his eyes?
Yeah, that's what. You think it'll be white or just open eye holes?
I don't know. Will he even have eye holes?
Yeah, that's what. They can't just do it.
They can't. No, but
Daredevil's.
They can't. But Daredevil's was a black sheet.
It was, but
this one it could actually be complete fabric with eyes. But it could be like a pattern design.
Pattern would be interesting.
I don't know, but regardless, I'm really looking forward to it. Because I mean, remember for the longest time we're like, where is the Iron Fist news?
Right.
Like, how can you talk about Punisher and not have any Iron Fist news?
And we're getting this.
We are getting
filming it before Punisher.
Yes, which that means we're getting it beforehand.
Right. So they weren't lying when they said it was being worked on.
They weren't. But then, like, that also leads to the whole teaser thing of the Defenders.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a teaser with Defenders. They had, like, some Nirvana Come As You Are playing in the background. And they kind of took apart each of the other Netflix show logos to make the new Defenders logo.
Which is pretty cool.
And a giant hand.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the Defenders are fighting hordes of ninjas led by the newly demon Elektra or whatever they did with her in Daredevil spoilers.
I'm looking forward to it.
It looks cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Very excited about that one. But now let's jump into movie stuff here.
Yes.
We got a lot of movies.
What you said at the start is definitely weird. It's called Comic-Con, and we don't really have comic news.
I mean, they're comic properties.
They're comic, obviously. Everything, all these properties that we were referring to are based on comics and whatnot.
The only actual comic book thing I heard was they announced that the little girl from... Moon
Girl, and is it Devil Dinosaur?
Devil Dinosaur. She's the smartest character in the Marvel Universe now. Which, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Smartest fictional character.
The smartest fictional character is a little black girl.
Right, a little 8-year-old black girl.
But so now little black girls around the world can
aspire to be smarter than Tony Stark.
Good luck. Hey, good job.
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone
more power
should
to
aspire to as much.
Power to you.
But yeah, so movie news. We got... This is kind of still comic book related. We got Kong Skull Island.
Right, that trailer.
So King Kong's fucking massive now.
Good, because if he's gonna fight...
I mean, he was already massive.
Right.
But he's real fucking
good,
big.
because if he's supposed to fight Godzilla in this upcoming King Kong versus Godzilla, whatever it's called.
Right.
King Kong v Godzilla.
Right. Dawn of
Monsters. Fucking monster. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You were joking and now you're sold.
Yeah, dude.
Dawn of Monsters.
Dawn of Monsters? Fuck yeah. Sign me up. Because at the start, they're going to fight, but then they're like, ugh.
Right. And then
wait, your mama's Martha?
Oh, God. Oh, God. That'd be weird.
I'd like it if they talk.
No, I said Mothra.
Mothra? That would be amazing, bro. Their mom's is Mothra.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And they got the two little Japanese girls that sing. It's part of the whole Mothra thing. All right, but yeah, the trailer. Yeah,
they got a lot of Marvel people.
They do.
It's being led by the new hunky action star, fucking Loki.
Yeah, you'd have thought.
Yeah, so weird. And I don't buy it. When I see the movie, sure, but him as like the leading action star,
I could see him as James Bond.
I don't know, man.
He's more like the Pierce Brosnan James Bond, where I'm not gonna fucking snap your fucking neck.
I think he's got like a snidey, villainy face, though.
He seems like
he thinks an IMAX. His fucking forehead.
He seems like he would be another agent that would fight James Bond.
Exactly.
That double crosses him.
Like he's gonna work for the competing company.
Right.
But yeah, so he's
in it.
Cool. Nick Fury is in it.
Yes.
And Brie Larson, which I guess you should have put these closer together.
I should have. My bad.
Brie Larson is in it, and she was also announced at Comic-Con as our new Captain Marvel. It's official.
It's official. Yep. And it seems like what you were saying before was right. It's like, hey, Tom Holland starred with Thor in that Heart of the Ocean film.
Right.
He's the new Spider-Man.
Right.
Brie Larson starred with Loki in this film. Right. She's the Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it's like they make them work with the other actors
just to see how they work with each other.
What do you feel about her?
She's amazing. Or he's a good young actor. He seems like a Spider-Man.
She just got like an Oscar or something.
Yeah, so she's an award-winning.
She's also, she's got that buzz.
She's got that prestige going on.
And I liked her as MV Adams. Yep. We'll see what their vision is for Captain Marvel. I'm wondering. And
that's really all it comes down to at this point, like what they're going to do with the character. Because casting her, we're like, okay, maybe, right? We're fine with it. But if what they write for her suits her perfectly, then fucking yeah, then she obviously is the right choice.
Yeah. And I have seen that like concept of art of her in the suit or whatever, and she seems to look fine. I'm just very curious what their vision is going to be. Right. I've been reading Civil War 2, and Can
you imagine her as that?
It's hard to, because I haven't seen her in the suit and what her posture is going to be, how she's going to talk, and her hair and everything. But it's hard to imagine because the closest source I have right now is her playing Envy in Scott Pilgrim, she was kind of assertive, she was kind of blonde.
It was years ago as well.
But yeah, it was a long time ago. She was much younger.
Much younger. She's actually an adult now at this point. Right,
so I'm very curious, but right now I don't have like a... Because I just don't always imagine Emily Blunt doing it.
Right.
I just couldn't even really fathom anybody else really.
That means that, she's a part of the Disney fam with all these films. So who is Emily Blunt going to be eventually when they cast her?
I don't even know.
Yeah, speaking of Kong though, what do you think of that Skull Island trailer?
I thought it was fine. It looks like a war movie in the jungle, and then there's giant like dinosaur-sized monkeys and shit.
And the fucking giant hand.
Covering the side of the mountain. That's pretty insane.
Is he bigger than Godzilla?
I don't think he's bigger.
Is he the same size?
But it's also hard to tell though.
Because how big is the mountain?
Because there's nothing
to gauge.
There's no buildings to like get a reference of scale or
even a human. Like I'm seeing.
They didn't interact with the humans. There's one shot of his face coming up in front of them.
But he could be in a distance.
Yeah, and you're like, he does look massive, but I don't know how close he is to them.
No.
We'll just have to see when we get a little bit more footage. But we did get. We also got a King Arthur trailer.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a Guy Ritchie directed King Arthur, so obviously it's very different and stylized.
Right.
Think how different the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlocks are.
And some love them, some love them, some whatever.
Right, but if you think of how those movies are stylized, it's like that. But it's King Arthur, so there's dragons and wizards.
Which to me, I'm like, cool, a King Arthur film with actual magic and shit.
Because everyone tries to make it real.
Yeah, it's all mythical. Yeah, it's like he's the chosen one. That's the only mythical aspect. Is he pulled the sword from the stone. Whereas here, there's fucking dragons. There's magic.
They need to do King Arthur and the Knights of the Round
Table. Yeah, right.
They need to do that.
I would watch that. Where's the American football team?
Yeah, I just want to. Why haven't you done a fan art of that?
I don't know. I haven't done really one of that. And Mummy's Alive.
I've been wanting.
Dude, they need to do. They need to do like King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table versus Mummy's Alive.
That's random, but I
like a comic book one shot or some shit.
Why not? But yeah, so that one looks pretty good.
I like
Jude Law's the villain. He looks pretty badass.
He's good too. Like Jude Law is a good actor.
And I like the idea of him playing a villain.
I did too. It's almost like
fits better, especially now that he's got that Vegeta hair.
He could, if he was short, he'd play with Vegeta. That'd be funny.
That'd be weird. You get 4-year-old white dude Vegeta.
Sure. Get a white Goku, anyways.
That's true. So BVS Ultimate Cut is out.
We watched it.
That's not part of the Comic-Con news, really.
It's not, but who cares? It's out at the same time. It happened during this time.
Yeah, and we watched it a couple days ago.
Features are cool.
The features are fine.
They're fine. They're not the Deadpool features.
No, the Deadpool features is a 2-hour documentary.
That's a feature. If you're going to do a feature, awesome. That's a feature. But BVS, did it change your mind? Did it elevate what you had already thought of the original?
No, because they didn't take out... It didn't fix any of the shit that I had a problem with. It only added to the stuff that I didn't care about. They added to the plot line of the let's try and frame Superman for murder thing, which I thought was completely unnecessary. Just who gets these ideas in and goes like, yeah, man, that's what people want to see with Superman is him going to court.
But all right, that's as a storytelling. That's just for storytelling. But in the fucking story,
right?
What reporters would be like? Yes, Superman planned this idea with the wheelchair guy,
right,
to blow up the fucking Capitol. Why the fuck would Superman?
What would he need to do that for?
Why? And why would he need to?
Yeah, what would be the point of
You've
doing
seen
that?
him destroy...
How would that benefit Superman politically even?
I don't fucking know. And the writers are like, yeah. And then we watch the bonus features, and Jeff Johns is like, yeah.
He's like, we got this great
connection with Martha.
Yeah,
you fucking idiot.
It's infuriating. And now it was like, Jeff Johns got all the creative control. It's going to be better. It's like he was just celebrating the worst part
but obviously, you know they recorded that before the fucking backlash.
They had to have, because otherwise he would have been like, oh, we got this Martha thing that I wanted nothing to do
with. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
I meant the opposite of that. We have this dumb idea about the Martha connection.
But I know some people have been seeing this Ultimate Cut and been like, it really changed my mind.
Yeah.
You know, it elevated the film. It made Lex's plot more clear.
Mind you, there were some scenes which I was like, cool, that... I don't know why you cut that, because that probably would have helped certain aspects.
I think the little bit about Batman sending Lex to Arkham definitely should have been in there. I don't know why they would have cut that out. It's amazing. Unless they were like, we don't want to reveal that he's in Suicide Squad kind of thing.
But even like the things where it's where Superman is like helping people from that after the explosion.
Right.
They never showed any of that. After that scene, they just showed him like, did that sad face and then fucking fly off.
But in the Ultimate Cut, he's actually saving people.
He saved like everyone that he could grab. He did,
right?
And even like one of the paramedics was like, "Thank you,
right,
thank you." So,
but they were like, they're just taking out every little bit of heroism that guy could have.
Or he's also the weird thing about the Ultimate Cut. Everyone's a detective.
Well, I mean, granted. I mean, who is a detective that's not already
a detective? I guess because, they're reporters. So, yeah,
that's what they do.
I get it. But I'm like, how could Lois figure this whole thing out quicker? Because Bruce was very focused. He was very narrow-minded. He was looking at, he was all about revenge.
Specific.
Exactly. Whereas he couldn't see the bigger picture.
Where she was trying to exonerate Clark, he was trying to do the opposite of that.
Whatever.
It's very weird, but we watched it. It happens.
It's
Hopefully
here.
Hopefully the next one's better.
It's here. I'll fast forward to fight scenes, maybe. Although I probably enjoyed the fight scenes more in Man of Steel.
I feel like they were uglier in Dawn of Justice because you couldn't fucking see anything and all the dirt flying.
Like we didn't get a scene in BVS where like Fiora was fucking doing that speed shit. She was amazing in
that Dragon Ball fight.
Yeah, I want to see Fiora versus Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
That I want to see, because if they're both...
She's got to be faster than her, right?
Fuck yeah, she's Superman.
But that's what I'm saying, like, how would she have...
I want to see it. We're never gonna.
No. But, yeah. So, we also got a Justice League sneak peek trailer.
That one.
Which was like a sizzle reel, which is very interesting, because they only just started filming in April, and that movie doesn't come out till next summer or something.
But it's funny also because it's like the one that they how they invited all those critics and stuff to show them. We basically got that footage.
Yeah, we got all the stuff that they talked about. Well, we didn't get the one of the main things I wanted to see. We got one scene that they talked about, which was the meeting of Bruce and Barry. But one of the scenes that they said that they saw there was all of the Justice League members on a roof talking to Commissioner Gordon. And Commissioner Gordon looked like spot on. Yeah, we didn't get to see that part, and I was really...
I think we will see that eventually, like when an actual proper trailer comes out.
We did get to see our first look at Aquaman, like speaking and walking around and doing stuff.
I'm okay with Aquaman.
He looked pretty cool. I mean, he looks like fucking Khal Drogo had a baby with Roman Reigns and gave him water-bending powers. But...
No, it was a water birth.
Right, water birth.
A water birth.
So, cool.
It was cool. Barry Allen, that whole scene was like, this is like Civil War.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that kid, but I'll go with it. He just doesn't look like Barry to me. Kroy and I were having a conversation about it, and she said, "Do you think it's because he looks like ethnic?" And I was like, no, there's just something about his body type. He's not like lanky and like he doesn't have like the runner build.
Yeah, I don't know.
You would imagine.
I don't know.
He doesn't have the skinny face that like I always imagine the Flash as kind of like a pencil head. Like he's very thin and angular.
Grant Gustin looks like him.
Shorter.
Yes, but he's actually pretty tall. This guy.
Yeah, he looks like a Asianish Pharrell kind of to me. Like he's got the same rat face. And I just don't
like. It's not the Asian aspect that I was like. That's weird. Like that's fine.
No, that doesn't bother me. No. Just get one that is closer to how I imagine.
Right.
He's got to fit the silhouette, and this kid doesn't fit the silhouette.
Well, all right. We've seen some of the outfits. We saw the Flash's outfit.
Right. We saw our first look at Cyborg.
Saw like a Cyborg. Well. I'm like, okay, whatever. They look fine.
Yeah, I think Cyborg looks fine.
He looks like a cyborg. He looks like a cyborg would. Right. Aquaman. There's that poster, that one image of the Justice League.
Boots.
Not the boots. Why is he fully clothed? Why is he fully he's got sleeves and shit?
He's got a big chest piece.
Yeah, but the boots is the weird one. He's got like big gold boots.
Yeah, why does Aquaman need big clunky metal
Have
boots?
His feet out.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, why isn't he barefoot everywhere?
Yeah, I think that's how it would go.
That's how I imagine him.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
Flash's suit. It's not like the one in BVS where it was just a clunk of whatever's.
It looks very Injustice-y.
Yes, it's very Injustice-y.
Which is why I think the one that was in BVS was supposed to be his suit was something over the outside of it to help him do the time travel or something.
Right.
And what we were revealed in BVS's behind the scenes is he was just wearing a mocap suit for that. So they probably didn't have the full suit designed yet. So they just covered it in metal garbage and they were like, we'll figure it out.
They covered it in garbage and effects.
Right.
Because if you notice that scene, there was like clouds and lightning.
Yep. They're like, don't pay attention to it, just know it's the Flash.
That's why most people didn't even realize it was the Flash.
Right, they're like, is that Robin?
Yeah,
I heard people
it's like, is that Robin? Or it's like, what is that? Is that like time travel or is that his dream?
Yeah, so that happened. We also got a Wonder Woman trailer.
Which I liked.
Yeah, quite a few people liked it. I saw a few people hating, but mostly it seems like people are pretty... Mostly like, on all the forums and stuff that I've seen, people are always like, this is the trailer that won Comic-Con for them. Mostly because I think Marvel didn't put out almost any of their trailers to the public.
Because I promise you, if they put out anything,
any of the stuff that they showed, it would have been amazing.
Well, no, they put out the second trailer for Strange.
Right, but that movie comes out later this year. So they didn't put out anything for next year.
Right. Wonder Woman, though. What are your thoughts on the Wonder Woman trailer?
Wonder Woman looked good. It looks like if Thor and Captain America First Avenger kind of merged. Yeah, I think they would look kind of similar to that. She's like fish out of water, but also like the old wartimey stuff, and even the character that Chris Pine is playing, Steve Trevor.
Yep.
Very much seems like a American Peggy Carter as the dude. But I'm like, okay,
he's a Peggy.
But at some point I'm fine because I loved First Avenger, and I thought Thor 1 was pretty good. So.
Yes, so it's like if you're gonna make those two films, smash them together, give us Wonder Woman, I will watch it.
Yeah, totally fine with that.
And based on the trailer alone, I was like, yeah, that's cool.
I'm curious how the other Amazon stuff will fit in, and I'm curious how they're going to tie it to
everything
else. Bigger, larger story, because there's rumors that the Amazons have one of the mother boxes and they hid it, and they're like trying to connect them all through these mother boxes. Mother boxes are their Infinity Stones, turns out.
Yeah. So, okay, we're getting Wonder Woman first.
Right.
And after Wonder Woman is already Justice League, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then after Justice League, we'll get the other solo films.
We'll get Aquaman and supposedly Cyborg.
And Flash, obviously.
And Flash at some point.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, and we also got a Suicide Squad trailer that was kind of just an advertisement for the soundtrack, but it had new footage.
It did.
They've also been kicking out hella clips and stuff.
Which I'm avoiding. I mean, we're watching it next week. Yeah, what's the point?
We're watching it this week, Thursday, man. Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, technically it's this week, sure. Actually, yeah, it is this week. Dang.
It's gonna be good. Well, at least I fucking hope it's gonna be good. But the trailer looked good. Music sounds good. We got Lego Batman trailers,
which I loved.
Yeah, it looked pretty funny. I'm surprised because I was really kind of down on the idea.
I was,
even though I thought he was funny in the Lego movie. I don't know if he could hold it.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, it felt like okay, I could see this definitely as like a directive Blu-ray.
Right, exactly.
You know, like one of those types of productions. Because it's like, okay, it's a Disney film. It's not even Disney, my bad. It's a Lego movie. And it's a sequel, kind of. It's a spin-off of the Lego movie.
But it looks funny.
It looks funny. And
the Robin character looks funny.
Yeah.
It's Michael Cera. Apparently the Joker's Zach Galifianakis, which I haven't seen any of his clips yet. No. But I can't wait because that's going to be ridiculous.
And he's a great Batman.
Right. And Will Arnett is a pretty hilarious
Because he's hamming it.
He definitely is. And he's enjoying it, man. I see him talk about the Lego Batman.
It seems like he's enjoying that more than anything he's doing.
Right.
Because he's like, I'm Batman.
I get to be Batman.
Yeah, I get to be Batman. But a Batman that the other guys can't be.
Officially, I'm Batman.
Exactly, he is. He is.
Crazy.
He's one of the guys that can say, I am Batman.
Yep.
But he does a Batman that none of the other Batmans can actually do.
Yeah.
Can get away with doing.
Exactly. But it looks good to me.
Yeah, it looks funny.
So we'll pass over the Brie Larson thing. We already talked about that. We got some Spider-Man Homecoming footage, or we didn't get it.
We didn't get it.
Hall H got it.
Bastards.
And they got, but they did release a piece of concept art of Spider-Man versus the Vulture.
Yeah, and the Vulture is...
His wings are massive.
It's like gliders.
He's like a jet.
Yeah.
Like, his wings even have, like, turbines.
Turbines, and his feet have these...
big talon boots.
Which is, alright.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, sure.
They went, like, a tech route instead of a metahuman thing, which I'm fine. I did not want to see a hybrid bird-human.
Yeah, we can see a hybrid bird guy.
I didn't need to see it.
He's got feathers coming out of his neck.
Hopefully he doesn't have anything to do with fucking Oscorp, though I wouldn't be mad at seeing some sort of hint at Norman in the movie.
But, you know, they did say the technology was, like, Chitauri based, right?
That's what I've heard.
Right.
Is that the tech is supposed to be based on Chitauri technology that was left behind after the battle in New York, and the Tinkerer is supposed to be in the movie and help Vulture get those wings made. Also, the Shocker is supposed to be in the movie.
Cool.
And I heard that he's supposed to be part of a gang of other criminals. And I don't know how they all fit in. Like, maybe we get to see Spider-Man doing some Spider-Man-y stuff.
In, like,
before
montage.
the movie.
Yeah.
This is always... every time
I know.
Like, please do this.
Just do that, right? Take out the low levels.
Yeah, just let him do some stuff. And you don't have to force it to be part of the story.
Not a main story, because you could do a whole montage of him owning a bunch of...
as dumb and camp as the fucking Rhino stuff.
And then you can focus on him in school.
Yeah,
with the one primary.
The footage that they got was footage of him at the school,
which everyone seemed excited about.
Right, they had a section like a day in the life of Peter Parker, and they show him at school, and it says something like he has a web design class, and it's him in like chemistry, and under the table he's making the web fluid.
That's cool.
And they have a women's studies class, and it's him and one of his friends like staring at girls in gym class or something,
which is like. We haven't got this.
Right. They said one of his other classes that he's, it's him, it looks like he's studying or something, and then they cut to the other side of his laptop, and he's looking at videos of himself fighting Giant Man on YouTube.
Nice.
And it sounds great, man. They even put out a picture of the kids cast in it in like a Breakfast Club type
which
pose,
is like, come
which
on.
was amazing.
Yeah,
because everyone, when they said that it was going to be a John Hughes type vibe, everyone was saying Ferris Bueller, because they were like, he's going to break the fourth wall, and it's going to be all slapsticky. And I wanted Breakfast Club.
I wanted Breakfast Club. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite John Hughes movie.
That's my favorite John Hughes movie.
Give me some of that like high school relationship stuff.
Because that, like, you can't... I can't think of... I'm sure there are films that are similar, but I can't think of any film that's like Breakfast Club, where it shows the dynamics of the different classes of high school students.
Right. But I hope that this one does that in a really good way.
Yes.
So, you know, all the Breakfast Club references and John Hughes references to me sound great.
Yeah, if they can just even like 60% capture what they did, which is a challenge in itself already. But if they can capture the feel of that in a Spider-Man movie...
Make it feel like real high school.
Yeah, like the dialogue high school, where they feel like high school.
One of the examples was, one of the scenes, I guess, was there's a group of girls playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with the different Avengers.
In the movie?
Yeah, I don't know if they say fuck.
They can't say fuck.
In all the descriptions, they said they're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Wow, they can't say fuck.
So maybe they say F, Marry, Kill, or whatever.
Yeah.
but they're playing that game with the different Avengers, and one of the girls mentions Spider-Man, and he is in that same class. I think it's supposed to be the same scenario.
Right. And he can hear. His hearing is amazing.
He can hear, and he like perks up when he hears the Spider-Man part, and he like, that would. Could you even imagine what that would be like? Like, I can't tell.
This is like your biggest. This is the biggest secret. Imagine being a teenager,
right?
Being basically a superhero, but can't say.
He's like Hannah Montana, yo.
Yeah. Oh shit! You should have seen Royce's eyes when he said that shit. He fucking lit up.
It's brilliant. Yeah. So that sounds hilarious to me. I cannot wait to see it. Just a little.
I'm
bit
just
of that
annoyed. I'm like, motherfuckers.
On my birthday, Jim.
Why couldn't they have shown that?
Well, because it's unfinished, really. They've only been filming for 5 days. So I get they want to have... When they show Spider-Man's trailer the first time...
Okay, it's a year from now. Okay.
Yeah, it comes out next July.
It is a bit too soon.
On my birthday. And they're going to need to show him swinging around.
Oh, shit, if it's on your birthday, I might have to...
You think you'll be able to make it back by then?
Well, yeah, because I'm doing Anime Expo. That's the first thing, and that's the first thing in July. I'll have to fly after Anime Expo directly to Seattle, dropping most of my shit off. Actually, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's right. You were in the States for my birthday this time, just not actually here.
I couldn't because
like a bitch.
If you could pay for my flights, I would have.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, it's not cheap. But yeah, I could have to do it this time.
They got some Thor Ragnarok footage.
The Thor Ragnarok footage described to these people, like, based on the description, as, like, exciting as shit. They
said they got a bunch of concept art. They saw Hulk in his, like, gladiator armor fighting big-ass monsters
fucking
and stuff.
They
also got a whole, like, mockumentary directed by Taika Waititi.
Which is, I'd want to watch that, too.
Of Thor getting like an Australian roommate, and they basically show what Thor and Hulk have been up to during the whole Civil War event.
I hope this is included in the Blu-rays.
Yeah, it sounded hilarious, so I hope they put it on the disc because that would be clowning. Maybe it's the return of the one shot.
Maybe.
But it sounds awesome. It's going to be Thor plus Planet Hulk, and I can't think of anything that sounds cooler than that for Thor to do.
But like I already like Thor.
Right.
I like both Thors. I know people had issues with the second Thor. I liked them both. The first one, I don't know. I enjoyed both of them equally.
And they also got information about some of the characters that are going to be there. Carl Urban's character and yada yada yada. We also got some info about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, dude. That one I might be the most excited for.
It sounds cool as shit, man.
Maybe.
We got the biggest reveal is who Star-Lord's dad is. Firstly, who's playing him. We speculated Kurt Russell, but now it's officially Kurt Russell. But we're like, who is his dad? Is he going to be playing Warlock? Is he going to be Marvel? You know? And it turns out
none of us were right.
No, none of us were right.
None of us would have guessed.
He was Ego, the Living Planet.
Yep.
There was rumors earlier on that Ego was going to be in the movie.
Yes.
But nothing about him being Star-Lord's dad, because who would guess his dad was a planet? Yeah, so none of us could have guessed that shit. Even with the rumor that Ego was going to be in it, I never would have figured he was his dad.
But Ego, the Living Planet, Kurt Russell. Also, it's funny, because Sylvester Stallone's in this film.
Right.
So we got Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash reunion.
That's legit.
Apparently they did show something of Sylvester in the movie.
Who is he playing?
I have no idea. They said that he looked like he might have been in a Nova Corps outfit.
That would be sick. How would if he was Nova?
Would be bananas. That's like Judge Dredd redo.
And also that's fine because say if he's one of the older Nova guys though. Yeah. Oh, that's even better because it's like it's harkening back to Judge Dredd.
That's what I'm saying, Judge Dredd redo, man.
But like, if he's one of the older Nova guys, because he's obviously an older guy now,
right?
You could pass the torch onto a newer.
Right. They could use him as a launching point to give us a younger, newer Nova.
Yes, just do all that. Thanks, Marvel. Thank you
I'm fine with all of those things. Also, confirmation of what's going on with Groot is he's going to stay like a little baby Groot,
which is awesome.
Movie, which sounds cool to me. He sounds funny, and they got like an actual like bit of trailer that again we won't see. Although Feige said that if you are looking for a Guardians trailer, the next best place to look is when the next Marvel movie comes out. So
Strange.
it was like a half confirmation that we'll get
something in Strange. Good. I mean, I was gonna watch Strange anyways.
Yeah, and he said some kind of trailer also was going to be at Suicide Squad. So I think that was for Strange. I think there's a new Doctor Strange
trailer for Suicide Squad
in front of Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Suicide Squad 3D. That's what he was saying. Is the 3D trailer for Doctor Strange?
Dude, that's gonna fucking blow my mind.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, he was saying a lot of crazy stuff about what that movie is going to be like in 3D. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't even know if my mind can.
Also
be ready
not
for
listed here, but also cool is there was Black Panther stuff revealed, more casting and whatnot. Lupita Nyong'o is supposed to be in it. Also, can't remember her name, but the lady who plays Michonne on Walking Dead is also in it. We got a confirmation of who Michael B. Jordan is playing. He's the villain. Killmonger. Very excited for that movie, man. They haven't even started filming that one yet. They said they're supposed to start filming it later this year. Yeah,
most likely, maybe even roughly the same time that Doctor Strange is out, possibly.
Probably. They also said that there's supposed to be an announcement for who is directing Captain Marvel by the end of the summer.
Okay.
So
you think it's gonna be a lady?
I hope it's just whoever they think will do the best job, because I just don't think it's important to be like, we've got a lady character. Has to be a lady director.
To me, that's always weird. I'm like, hey, it's a black
character.
Exactly, it's gotta be a black guy. Yeah, like, all right.
You know, to some degree I get it. Like Black Panther, you want to have a black director, you're making a statement, fine. But you know, Wonder Woman already beat you to the punch with the lady movie, and they're getting a lady director. Don't force yourself to do it to discredit what the movie can be. Just get whoever the best right person is.
Exactly. Get the one that would do the best job for this.
But speaking of the Doctor Strange thing, we got our new trailer for that. Showing more footage,
twisty
effects.
world.
We got to see him doing the glyphs with his hands,
fucking
which
sick.
looks fucking.
That means they're doing it.
He gets like a magic shield, and he's blocking fire from multiple directions. I don't know what that's about. Yeah,
I can't believe we're getting a Doctor Strange film.
And Kanoi's actually started reading Doctor Strange, so she is even more excited. For that movie because of that. So it should be a good one.
I like it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't believe we're getting
to everything we listed.
Everything listed except for the Tick.
Except for Gotham season 3 and the Tick. Everything else I'm pretty on board.
And even Arrow for me. I don't care.
I'm gonna watch Arrow to see what it's about. They're bringing Arsenal and stuff on this season. I'm very curious.
You can watch it. I'll ask you if it's any good. Tell me which episodes to check out or what scenes.
It's not Gotham by any stretch.
And it's also not Supergirl, which is very hard for me to watch as well.
I'm hoping with the shift to CW that it's better quality.
I will check the first two solely because Superman's going to be in there just to see how they handle that.
Right.
But if it's just as garbage as I remember Supergirl to be, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
I'm not going to waste my time on it.
And that was the last thing on our list.
Pretty good.
We ran through all of it. We did it. We got through it.
Yeah, 50.
And that really wasn't even everything. There's like action figures and all kinds of stuff.
We can talk about that stuff next time.
But that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of talk of like who won Comic-Con. It happens every year.
Why is it a contest? Why does it matter? I think you know who won? We won.
The fans won.
Actually, no. Whoever was at Hall H won.
Seriously.
Because they got to see all of this shit.
Seriously.
And we didn't. Not yet, anyways.
Which company's showing were you more impressed by? I mean, with DC, they actually gave us those trailers.
Yes,
so to you, does that put them ahead?
Sure.
Even with the knowledge
but the thing is,
like Planet Hulk and Homecoming and all that stuff?
News like...
To some degree, I feel like the Marvel stuff, because they didn't show us, we're like,
our imagination
build it in our head, and we're like, that's all Barry's.
And the thing is, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, you don't want to build it in your head because your expectations go so high.
Right.
But then most of the time with the Marvel stuff, they blow my expectations away.
Right.
So if my expectations are already pretty excited.
Plus, they got, for the Marvel panel, they brought all the Ravagers onto the stage
legit. And
from Guardians. And they got Yondu in full makeup
with an even
the
bigger
brand new fin, which apparently gives him even more control.
The Guardians now have like more members of the team, which is cool. Because
I'm excited for Mantis. I want to see how her character is going to work out. That actress seems really weird too,
she's bizarre.
I feel like her character is going to be even cooler because she's weird.
I'm looking forward to it. I love the Guardians.
Yeah.
So... a sequel.
It's interesting to me that Yondu is on the Guardians team now.
I get it though, because Yondu was an original part of the original comic. He was he was in the future team.
Right, but based on what they showed us in the first movie,
dude,
he seemed kind of scary. So
he's scary, but that's good because it's almost like
and Nebula.
Right, but is Star-Lord still the leader? And if he is, are they going to listen to him?
I don't know.
Maybe more of his power. Obviously, since he's the fucking son of
Eon. How did they not cast him? Chris Pratt, how did he not get cast in Big Trouble in Little China? Casting Kurt Russell as his dad is so perfect.
That's
because
why
he is doing that
Jack
character.
Burton. He's Jack Burton.
Doing that character.
He is Jack Burton.
Yeah, that's real.
I kind of wish that Rock drops off and it's just we got Chris Pratt instead.
Let Rock be in it. He can replace the
Asian sidekick.
Yeah,
that's good at fighting.
Sure, why not?
Because Jack Burton's an everyman.
Yeah,
Rock doesn't look nothing like an everyman.
He's a whole tout.
Yeah, it's like cool. If that's an everyman,
I've never seen a trucker that yoked up before ever.
Yeah, if it's Chris Pratt as Jack Burton, how is that? How has no one said that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that didn't happen. But
yeah,
episode 50, we made it, guys.
Yep.
So until the next one, stay chipper chaps.
Stay chipper.
What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper